and you don't care to compete, why should we watch?
It's always the dunk contest and the game itself, right? Which this past weekend was a tough watch.
Guys gonna take it seriously and compete, and that did not happen.
This is the worst.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel cheated, abused, like in a toxic relationship. When you send your boyfriend or girlfriend with their friends on a night out, fully trusting it will be fine, and then you start hearing gossips about alcohol-fueled intercourses and stuff swirling around. That kind of bad taste. We all love NBA. A lot of us remembers 80s, 90s or even early 2000s, with players going head-to-head during All-Star Weekend, with huge dramas like Isaiah Thomas and supposed Jordan freeze-out during 1985 All-Star Game still being discussed. That is how much All-Star Game meant back then. It is crazy. It is 2024, and due to documentaries like Last Dance, people are still talking about it. Almost 40 years have passed, and Jordan and Isaiah are still not on speaking terms, lol. And look at present. The only reason why people talk about the All-Star Game year after year is their need to express how much they feel disappointed and abused as fans. Cheated. Not only fans express absolute distaste. NBA broadcasting celebrities are all on board too.
It was embarrassing and it was disrespectful to the game of basketball, to the NBA.
All right, let's get to this All-Star game. This was 23 guys. I'll say 23 and a half. 23 and a half guys just not trying.
The game itself is supposed to be a marquee event for the league and their fans. Sunday's All-Star Game produced a record score and another forgettable blowout. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 397 points. The East was the first team in All-Star Game history to score at least 200 points.
I will read few of the tweets aloud, to be sure it is not just a bad dream. If you hear some slaps in the background, it is me just double-checking and slapping myself to punish myself for wasting time on this game. It is funny that we spend so much time on All-Star, starters, subs, snubs, and then the game always sucks. That was dreadful. Again, I'm beginning to think this game is irredeemable. I am not sure why even minimal defense effort is beyond this generation of All-Stars. But it may be time to end this game if they can't give more of a damn than that. And some of the tweets were actually funny. That one has to be my favorite one. Now a bit of data to add more salt to our wounds. There are very visible proof that this All-Star Game was just a mockery, but there are also numbers that kinda back it up. What usually tells us how much effort is put to the game, how important it is for participants. It is the amount of fouls. If you see fouls, you know there is tension, pressure, will to go to even those dirtier moves to ensure your team will have the edge when a final whistle blows. Let's have a look. 1993, 62 fouls. 2024, 3 fouls. 3 fouls. You can see more in last minute of mediocre mid-season game. The absolute lack of effort in defense was literally hurting guys. I might have to actually check with my eye doctor if there are chances to sue NBA for damage caused to my eye sockets. To remind you how it was 40 years ago, I will play few cuts of the old All-Star Game with Jordan, Stockton, Shaq and that type of players. Pay attention to those few defensive highlights. That is one of the reasons why current era is called Cupcakes era. Yes, try to spot the difference. But there is more. They not only did not defend, they also pulled jokes on us with the way they were shooting. 97 3-point attempts for East and 71 for West. I start to wonder if they even managed to get sweaty during the game. Most of them definitely did not need to use shower after the game, unless they tried to wash down the feeling of guilt and shame. And there are some absolute cherries on top of this smelly cake, like the wisdom coming from Ant Edwards himself. I love him as player, but come on, dude, you can't be serious.
I don't know what they can do to make it more competitive. I don't know. I think everyone looks at it, it's like it's a break. So I don't think nobody want to come here and compete.
We were on a
NBA All-Star, it's an honor. Like, I played 14 years and never made an All-Star game. Do you know how it would have felt to be in the All-Star game?
I am not a huge fan of Big Perk, but what he said is gold. Imagine that there are players in the league, snapped, who dream whole career about All-Star collab, and then they watch Max players making circus out of it.
Game in general needs a little revamping because it used to be competitive. Fans want to see the best pickup game in the world. That's what this is.
There are louder and louder voices that Adam Silver is simply poorly doing his job. This so-called player empowerment era is making NBA worse and worse every year. Maybe after this All-Star game, Adam Silver have learned that there is no hope in allowing players to do whatever they want. Hopefully, some new rules and ideas will be implemented shortly.
I think Adam Silver is by far the worst commissioner currently in sports.
After all, what we want is some respect. We, average Joes, working 9 to 5, 5 days of the week. We do not want to hear from max players earning 40 millions per year that they are tired. They are having a break. They try not to get injured. Well, guess what? John, Jessica, Tom and Mary going to their job on a daily basis also try not to get injured. But they earn 60,000 per year on average in USA, while max NBA players, thanks to us, fans, earn 40 millions per year, and it is visibly too much for them to play 3 competitive games in a week plus perform during All-Star game. Am I alone in my thinking? I would assume not. Let me know in the comments, guys, if I am just a moaning mug, or maybe there is some right in my reasoning. I know I might sound grumpy, but let's try to find something positive too. Steph vs Sabrina Ionescu was a great thing to watch. I am happy that we could see top WNBA and NBA shooters go against each other. Also, that was finally a really good marketing move to promote WNBA. And I am pretty sure that nothing in last years created so much positive publicity for WNBA as this showdown. Literally, those two saved the weekend and made it somehow memorable. Actually, that is a pity that this great shootout had to be part of something so miserable, but they deserve the recognition and were great ambassadors for the sport. Sabrina, huge respect to you. And as always, guys, if you want to see more content like this, please hit like and subscribe. See you again next time. Hopefully, I will be less grumpy and moaning.